Howdy ho, Lions fans. Welcome to the Detroit Lions podcast. And I'll say it again. Hey, howdy ho, Lions fans. Welcome to the Detroit Lions podcast. This is episode 578, the official Detroit Lions podcast for Reddit. We're doing it live. I am your dashing host, Chris, with my good friend and co-host, Michael Gray. How you doing, brother?
Better than episode 577. It was way more fun after that game. I got to own it. I was in the Slack, kind of living there on game days, and I wasn't sure what to think. I was a little apprehensive that this one could be a bit of a stinker, and no, no, it wasn't. That was belt to ass.
I just had to take a moment and go ahead and hit that the fact that you said apprehensive.
Apprehensive?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Okay. I'm still living with longevity. Oh, belt to ass. And yeah. I think they got it backwards there in Chicago where they were saying Campbell needed Ben.
Right.
Looks like Ben needs little Dan in his life.
Well, he's going to need a quarterback eventually. Yeah. They sure look like they did that thing again in Chicago.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to be a Chicago Bears fan, but we'll get to it. We'll talk about today's game. We're going to cover Coach Campbell's post-game presser. We're going to get Ben's presser in too, because I think this will be interesting to see what happens. We'll talk about some folks who had eyes in the game and some interesting things they saw on the sideline there in Bears land. Very, very interesting. So all that, whole lot more. We got a great show lined up. Mr. Gray, are you ready to go?
Let's get it.
Let's kick this off and break it down.
Hey, you got a greeting from Grand Rapids from Ryan Goldner. Having great
Hey.
How about that, man?
I haven't talked to Ryan in a minute, man.
Well, I just want everybody to kind of flow back to where they were last week after the game.
Oh,
and
why would you do that? Don't do that.
I do. Because the doomsayers were all and people who aren't normally thought the wheels had come off. It was over. It was the end of the world last week, and yet here we are. How many points was that? How many points?
All of them.
It was a 50 burger, my friend.
Yes, it was. And there, but for a missed field goal and leaving the starters in another drive could have been 60. But
yeah, that was. I mean. Frankly, that was an embarrassment for Ben. But he knew.
Yes.
He knew. I told people he knew. he knew. And this Dan Campbell kid, he just might make a good offensive coordinator one day.
Yeah, maybe. He might know something. If it's feasible. Just saying.
Well, you got to see if it's feasible, because if it's feasible, then maybe it's feasible to be feasible.
Do a feasibility study.
Yeah. I just got a word of the day calendar, and feasible was up there. I'm going to use it on Campbell.
I wouldn't say that word within 50 yards of that man for the rest of his life after last week. Many people are saying. So, anyway.
Yeah, myself included.
Right?
Yeah. So how many personalities are in there?
You got ants in your pockets? Who's we? You know what? After last week, nothing looked good. I mean, nothing looked good. The defense didn't look good. The offense didn't look good. Decision-making was bad. I took a little bit of heat in the comments from my Tuesday video where I said one of my takeaways is that maybe Green Bay is good. And then they went out and made the Commanders look pretty ordinary. And so I'm now week 2 going, maybe Green Bay's pretty good, considering what we just saw. And the offense in Detroit still works, and there's still a lot of playmakers out there. I took a ton of notes. That offensive line, obviously being at home, being able to communicate, being able to hear, made a big difference in the way that they performed. And Jared Goff just got on a heater and was, just going to choke the life out of that game. That was something to see.
Yeah. I don't know that Ben wishes he never left PK Jr. Because he's just going to go home and kind of rub up against some $100 bills.
he'll be roll around fine on a pile of money like Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah. So, but from a professional perspective, it's got to sting. Bears fans, I told you, and it's gonna keep going. If you look, and this is reports from inside, and I've got multiple pictures from inside the building. He had a bubble around him. Ben nobody was within 3 yards of him the whole time walking up and down the sideline. He was in his own space, and everybody stayed away. And that's not good. That's not good. That's not the kind of language you want. That's not the kind of look you want on your this early in his career head coach. The lack of communication that has to happen in that kind of space is pretty crazy. And he's the one that established that bubble.
Yeah. And
that's a heck of a message to send.
Well, and that's always going to be the question for any coordinator. I don't care how hot a name in making the jump to the head coaching ranks is whether or not you can become the CEO, because you've got to be the head man. You're not a football coach anymore. Right. You're a head coach, and that's a different job. It's a completely different set of responsibilities. It takes a completely different skill set. It's why so many said all along that Aaron Glenn seemed kind of predisposed to being a head coach, where maybe Ben would have to find his sea legs. And, we've seen things already out of training camp with the Bears. I think it was Roma Dunze said that he doesn't know when he's joking or when he's mad, and he can't tell because of, Ben's kind of got that serial killer affectation to him. And, and his own players are like, I don't know when he's mad or when he's joking or what's going on. And, he inherited a mess in Chicago. Let's not kid ourselves. That organization has been floundering for a minute, and they could find themselves by the end of the season right back where they are, where they draft a quarterback, they keep a coach for too long, then they hire a coach, then they bring him in, then he's a bad fit, then they ruin the quarterback, then they fire the coach, and the cycle continues.
Yeah, it's a beautiful cycle.
It is. Really it's wonderful, and I love it. I love it for him. I hope it never ends.
And I see the other side of the coin, though, with the Green Bay is good. What we saw today was a Lions team that was prepared. What we saw last week was an ill-prepared Lions team. I would not put as much weight on last week's game. Again, week 1 of the season. I'm telling you,
sure.
See it every year. See it every year, folks. I'm not. This Lions team has shown that if anybody can, they will break this coordinator curse that they're trying to throw on them. The same shade that sat in the land of Philly, they think is going to replay itself here. I don't know that we're going to win the Super Bowl yet, but we still got a shot, and that's all that matters.
Well, we can't in September.
Yep.
So all you can do is beat the brakes off the Bears, which was the prescription from the beginning, and oh boy, did they!
Yeah. Black Lion, notice how quickly Dan and Ben walked away from one another. I think that was just to prevent any of the press and reading into it and stuff. Hey, great game. Yeah, we'll talk to you later. Okay, I think that's what that was. I don't think it's a between the lines thing. They're friends. I mean, they're friends, right? They've known each other since Miami. He was being tutored to grow. Now, I didn't want him to go in the division, of course. I mean, but that's not going to break a real friendship, right? It's just when we're between the lines, we're going to beat your ass. And I will say it again.
I will beat your ass.
That's what he told him. And he did.
He really, really did.
Yeah.
What a monster day from that offense. St. Brown, career high, 3 touchdowns, going for it on 4th down, just the extra, in your eye. And I mean, at some point, there's so many. I've got so many notes and different things, and I realize we're kind of scattershot right now, waiting for these press conferences. But we're just going to reserve a spot on SportsCenter for Isaac Tesla every week? My God! So sooner or later, he's going to need both hands to catch a football, but I guess we'll have to wait another week.
Imagine how good the other hand must be. He's not even using it.
No. Yeah, it's what a catch! What an unbelievable play at a crucial time of the game. The exact opposite of the garbage time touchdown that he got last week in Wisconsin.
Still controversy afterward, though. You always gotta have, the Tesla highlight play and then some kind of bullshit reviews and controversy afterward. But I'll take it,
right?
Because they're always good. Tampa, Detroit Lion. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. Any news on Davenport and Dion Branch?
Yeah,
that's
God.
Fucking Vilma sucks.
Vilma.
Hope they're
How
okay.
many times?
I think it looked like Branch took a nut shot. Was that it?
Well, he got leg whipped. I didn't see it. I was busy scrambling trying to plug things in so that we didn't have the same technical problems that we had last week. And so I heard the audio and then came running in to see him getting up off the turf. So yeah, he got leg whipped by Jack Campbell.
Yeah, I think it was a nut shot, and that would help explain the way he walked off the field too, because he left a lot of space for the weights to hang. Poor guy.
Ow! 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 Ow!
That's about how I would walk after a shot to the. Man. Frosty, thank you, sir. Saw you in the chat today. Good times in the Slack chat and the super chat here. Dan and company showed that they do, in fact, listen to us even when we're unhappy. Everyone looked good today. A little sloppiness that time will cure. Yep. I think every team's going to have a little bit of sloppiness this week. And it will. Every team will continue to get better as the season goes on. That's the story of it. And then week one always sucks. But
yeah. 511 total yards. 334 through the air, 177 on the ground, 8.8 per play. I'm just looking at the box score here. 25 first downs. This part, the field wasn't as tilted as it felt on the scoreboard, because the Bears did have 340 yards.
Yep.
Time of possession was almost exactly the same. It's only a minute separating the two teams.
Only one interception for
the
Caleb,
execution.
but it felt like more.
Yeah. Oh, and it could have been. I mean, we could have finally gotten Terrion Arnold off the schneid with his first career pick, but for a Brian Branch penalty. And what's our guess on consecutive weeks for fines for Brian Branch? Because he's going to pay for it. He's going to pay for that flying headbutt to Caleb Williams.
That one bothers me because but technically, it's absolutely illegal. It's a penalty.
Right.
I don't think it's within the spirit of what the rule was about, though, right? The leaving of your feet is launching yourself at someone. He left his feet to try to block the pass, right? And then he came down. That's so, and he controlled himself. He didn't fly in and with malicious intent and all the other shit. It's like, okay, fine. It's within the rule, but not the spirit of the law, right? Am I wrong? You can tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong.
It's a shot to the head. He's going to get fined for a shot to the head. Yeah. And yeah, they're oversensitive about it, but everybody knows this. And he's kind of turning into a guy that does this frequently. There was the thing last week where it's becoming a bit of a problem in Wisconsin. I mean, remember the double bird ejection last year, followed by the finable offense last week, followed by this, which I'm sure will get him a fine again. And he's going to be missing some salary by the end of the year the way he's going.
Yeah. Man, oh man. Yep, that's it. Frank the Tank, bad call, Chris, all day. This is football, man. Let the boys play. I don't disagree, but the letter of the law is the letter of the law. But I don't think that was, like I said, it was. It wasn't why they wrote the law, so it's why it's hard to say, yeah, that's a penalty, but it is. So fuck them. Bring on the Ravens, boy. This is a interesting. I've seen this a couple times now in the chat. Everyone's already. This is gonna be a tough game Monday night, man. That's a good team. It's a test, and I'm kind of happy we're having that test in the AFC instead of the NFC now to see where things go here. What do you? I'm feeling like 2-2. After the first four, Mike, but what do you say? Yeah,
I mean, I don't gamble, but I can't imagine that the Ravens won't be favored in that one. That's a really good football team, and I still remember what happened the last time the Lions went to Baltimore with Dan Campbell.
Yep,
and it was a horror show.
which I incorrectly stated was last year, but it was the year before. I was thinking
Right.
I was conflating that in the Tampa game, but the Tampa game had the same sense last year as the Ravens game the year before. It was a game that we absolutely shouldn't have lost, and but we came in unprepared. But go ahead.
The Tampa game came down to red zone. I mean, the Tampa game had one cause and effect to me. The 38-6 loss to the Ravens was just an ass whooping, just all the way around. That offense toyed with Detroit's defense the last time they went and played the Ravens. So
Yeah.
They better be ready to go. I mean, they better be ready to go. And who knows? I was looking. You look at the Ravens, and we talked about this. I talked about this on my Tuesday video, and we talked about it last week. Ravens, Browns, who are not as bad as you might think they are. They're not good, but they're not as bad as you might think they are. And then at KC, at Cincy, and who knows, with Joe Burrow, that Cincinnati game might not mean as much, depending on his health.
Right.
So 2-2 seems like a solid chance.
Could be 3-1. I mean, I'm not leading. I'm not
don't
leading
get me-
1-3, right? And that's not where my head's at. But
No, but and understand, if they go into Baltimore and they get a win against the Ravens, forget it. 16-1. Just call it.
Yeah.
Run the table at that point.
Okay, we'll take that. Nice get right game for the defense. Darren Raditz. He had some earlier that was good. I think I missed it. But Jared Goff had 5 passing touchdowns today, which tied his career high. It's the 3rd time in his career and 2nd game as a Lion accomplishing this feat. Hit another one up here that was a good one. The Lions' 52 points scored today is the 2nd highest in franchise history. 52 points also ties the most points the Lions scored when Ben Johnson was the coordinator. So there you go. Still waiting for that press conference to kick off here. There's probably some love in the locker room going on, some celebration. This is one. I'm just happy not to see a coach carried off the field. Do you remember when?
Oh, do I?
When Schwartz
Jim
came back?
Schwartz.
Yeah. Slew Shark, super chat. Thank you, sir. Slew Shark ND. Can we talk about the lack of draft value when we got Tesla? I mean, how many catches does he even have? And right. And the catch this week was nowhere near as good. I mean, Dr. Liao called it out. It was nowhere good, near as good as last week. I mean, obviously declining already. This
Already
could be
starting to
trouble.
fall apart.
Yeah. Boy, what is Brad even doing?
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Oh, sorry, Brad. Sorry. I didn't mean that.
Didn't sound like Brad at all.
It sounds just like
No,
him.
I mean, how about the fact that you had 8 different guys catch passes? I mean, that's Goff on his game. 9 of those going to Saint. By the way, he only finished 7 yards ahead of Jamo, who had 2.
Yeah.
So once again, we're gonna get to the end of the year. Jameson Williams is gonna end up being a 1,000-yard receiver on like 54 targets. It's every single time that guy gets the ball in his hands, there's a big play waiting. Really, really fun to watch that offense fire the way that it did today.
Good rushing. And this is something we're going to have to remember to be used to. Not super effective out of the backfield early, but we wear a team down. We continue and and you got to remember that it's not kind of been built into our brains like some of the other stuff about the Lions has, but that's what this team is, and that's their identity. 94 yards for Ja, 57 from Monty, and then the 2 carries for Amon-Ra got him 7 yards, which was the second one.
Right.
The first one I was like, oh, that's cool. The second one I'm like, are we gonna do? I don't like this. Let's not do much more of this.
I was having the exact same conversation with a buddy of mine via text. I'm like, he's not Debo. Let's not do that anymore.
Goff.
We've got running backs. Give it to them.
Goff only 1 yard less than St. Brown, and he's got a 6-yard average where St. Brown's only 3.5 yards. We got Roadrunner out there, beep doing his thing, and Reynolds and Khalif with a 9-yard run out of the little reverse there. That was a nice play. Leaf is just I don't want to call him a gadget player because it's not what he does, but he's got like a very specific role, and he plays it, man, so well. Just slippery, quick, and can get stuff done, and he's just unexpected when he gets the ball. You're like, oh yeah, he's on the team every single time, and for good reason. He does a good job.
Well, he does a good job, and he rarely makes the mistake. I mean, he doesn't drop passes. When you need 7, he gets you 8, and he's such a solid performer, even in limited time. You know that you can count on the guy, and that's part of this offense. Hitting on all 8 cylinders is having that guy out there too. And now they're working in Tesla. You saw a lot of 89 out there. Brock Wright running around. Sam Laporta has yet to really get gassed up. I think he finished with three catches.
Yep.
Just so many different guys and so many different ways to hurt you. And it's everything. I mean, for me, it's everything that I needed to see from this offense after last week. When you really start to wonder, like, wait, please, it can't be like I'm going to have to eat too much shit if Ben Johnson ended up being the linchpin in the whole offense, because I spent the entire offseason telling people that wasn't right, and that Dan Campbell had something to say about all of that and the design of the thing and the Sean Payton coaching tree and all the other noise I was making. And after week 1, it looked like I might have to eat a little crow, but no, it's back on. We're so back.
Okay, we're going right to the podium right now.
All right.
Oops, this is me. Sorry, I'll get the audio going.
I'm pretty sure we did that on a consistent basis, and the tape's going to say that. So, I knew the guys would respond. That was good. It wasn't perfect. We left a lot out there, but that's a step in the right direction. It's good to get the first win, right? It's good to get the first win of the season. And, we got explosives that we needed. St. Brown got us going. I thought Jared Goff played lights out. And more importantly, this offensive line played, I thought, a really, really good game, man. Protection, run game, they really got us going. And then defensively, man, we get the takeaways, 3 takeaways. It's huge. And 4th down stops. So it was just, man, you talk about complimentary football. We did that. And it's a good win. Questions?
You mentioned the offensive line, really both sides of the line this week.
Yep.
Really dominated. Just how impressed were you to have a bounce back like that and win both those matches up?
Well, I mean, I don't know if impressed is the right word. I expected us to do that, man. That goes back to our standards. Those are our standards. And I knew we would play better, because our guys came into work and we knew what we needed to clean up, and we worked at cleaning it up. And they had the right look, and they came out fighting. That's what they do.
Feasible.
That's our O-line and D-line.
You mentioned the explosive plays on the kid, 5 passes of 29 plus, a couple long.
Imagine the plays if you had Ben Johnson on your team. Could it be feasible if we got 100 points?
Well, look, I'll just bring it. It always starts with the O-line here. It does, and I would say probably most teams, but for sure us. And when they play well, it really allows us to do a lot. It allows us to do a lot, and that's a prideful unit. And there again, we had a couple of young guys in there that I thought played better, and they're only going to get better the more reps they get. So that was good to see.
Dan, can you talk about nothing's over with the dynamic of facing somebody who coached for you the first time in your career as a head coach? And do you think that played at all in the motivation of the guys wanting to show in or stand up for you or whatever the case may be?
I mean, I don't know all that. I know this. That was a tough loss last week. That was tough. We went out there. We expected to play much better than we did. We didn't give ourselves a chance. Green Bay got after us pretty good. And so I think more than anything, that was a big part of it. I think we answered a lot of questions as it pertains back to what you said. I've said this all along, man. This train keeps rolling, man. And we got plenty here, and it always is going to start with the players. We got players, we got playmakers, and they're made the right way. They're the right kind of guys, man. They know how to get in the ditch and just start digging, man. They don't worry about the other stuff. So, it's a good job.
Dan, were you and your team angry after last week? You said that really the motivation of how you guys played was in an ornery group this week?
Yeah, I mean, I think, look, who wants to lose? We don't like losing, right? And it's one thing, look, a loss is a loss. They all stink. They hurt. But when you don't feel like you gave yourself a chance, that's even worse, you know, and we didn't even compete. It doesn't mean we didn't try to compete. We never got in a position to where we could compete to finish that game out last week. So I think, you know, to just get back on track, do what we need to do, you know, it was big.
These nuts.
Just a sense of urgency and mindset coming into this, like, what was that like as well, just that sense of urgency?
Yeah, I mean, it's they are, you know, these are big games, you know, they count a lot, and these are the ones you got to get. So, you know, we knew that, but I honestly go back to it really, we made it as simple. I made it as simple as, man, let's just clean up the mess that we had last week. I mean, it's really not more than that. There's always going to be this, you know, we don't have the rhythm offensively because we lost Ben, or we're not as good because we lost AG, or this player leaves, or what. And ultimately, it's, man, do you have the coaches? Yes. Do you have the players? Yes. We just got to clean a few things up. Man, let's make a better call here. In this situation, that'll help the players. The players, man, it's the footwork, it's alignment, it's assignment, it's your finish, and it's really what we focused on.
Dan, it's one thing to say going into a game that takeaways will be a point of emphasis, but what is it about the defensive aggression, the scheme that allowed you guys to actually put that into motion?
Well, I just think there again, we play sticky coverage, you know, we play sticky on the back end, and we do a lot in the front. You know, between our fronts and our backers, we give people a lot of different looks, and to do that, man, your guys got to be on point, and they got to be sound. I mean, Shep gives those guys a lot of leeway now, but that means they all got to be on the same page. But we're fortunate we got some bright guys that are football players, and so when you're able to do that, and you feel like you can. You know, the opponent doesn't always know where it's coming from, and then you can play sticky on the back end, man, that's hard. All it takes is the quarterback holding it for just a tick, and you get there.
It seems like you guys are a different team coming off a loss. You haven't lost 2 in a row in 3 years or whatever. Are you a different team after a loss?
I just think, look, you're motivated to get that taste out of your mouth. You know, look, you don't ever want to lose focus or not play your best game, but sometimes it happens. And for certain reasons, or you may play great game and at the wrong time you turn the ball over 2 or 3 times, right? No matter what it is, I think it refocuses you, right? There's a sense of urgency man, let's go back to what we do, let's clean this up, and let's go get a win because nobody likes it. You know, we take it personal, and that's big.
Stand in front of you guys and talk about the bread and butter and getting back to bread and butter, and it may seem so simple, but to get back to that and then to see basically every offensive weapon you had explode, how much easier does it make your job standing in front of your guys again this week?
Well, yeah, I mean, those guys, look, man, those guys, those are our dudes, man. They, you know, they just get out of their way sometimes and let them go. Listen, we're fortunate here, man. We got a stud at quarterback who can handle a ton of information, and can get us in the right play. He's pinpoint accurate, and he's got weapons. And our O-line's playing pretty good. And so, you know, we find our rhythm. We get the first down, and good things normally happen. So it makes me feel a lot better on the sideline seeing that, to answer your question.
Last 1 minute. Is that slot just only going to be put in for one-handed catch?
That's it. That's the only place to be used. What do we need here? We need a one-handed catch right before halftime. Get him in. I'd say that that's 2 opportunities, and he's made 2 plays. So he's going to get more opportunities.
I mean, the importance of getting that touchdown before you get to the locker room.
Yeah, that was big. You know, that was big. We were able to apply a lot of pressure right before halftime, knowing they were getting the ball coming out. That was a big play. That was a big play. Now, that whole thing was, you know, they waving him out, but then nobody's stopping the clock. So we were fortunate that we got an opportunity to do it. And I mean, Goff and St making a huge play. It was great. No.
Did you see Kirby's stumble bums celebration in the end zone?
Who's that?
Kirby's?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Take a look.
You tell me to look that up?
Yep, look it up.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, we were getting dangerously close to where the local media was going to start doing the, hey, Chris Farley's. Remember when he scored that touchdown? That was really cool. Hey, real quick, talking about Goff, while we were bumping our gums, Detroit Lions PR is out there putting some context on this thing. That's his 4th career game with at least 300 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and a passer rating of at least 150. That's the 4th most of those kind of games in NFL history. And he's produced 2 career games with at least 300 yards, 80% completion percentage, and a passer rating of 155. That ties for the most of those kind of games in NFL history. So he was on an absolute heater today.
Yeah. All right, let's go over and let's bring up FTB press conference. Let's get Ben Dover,
let's do that.
Mr. Johnson in here.
Johnson and TJ Edwards. We'll see the extent of their injuries, but unknown right now. It seemed like a re-aggravation of what they had before going into the game. So we'll see that. Listen, anytime you lose a game like that, man, it's a kick in the teeth. Nothing about that feels good. Unfortunately, I've been through a number of these over the course of my career. These guys, I tell you, they're hurt. It stinks. They fought the entire game, and when you play a good team on the road and you have turnovers and you don't convert on 4th down and you give up explosive plays on defense, it can go sideways in a hurry, and that was really the name of the game. Offensively, we were able to move the ball a little bit in the first half, and then the turnovers and the lack of 4th down conversion bit us in the rear, and then defense had more explosive plays than we wanted to going into the game. We knew that they were an explosive offense, and we had a plan, and we didn't contain those playmakers very well. The quarterback for them really got after us and made us hurt. I look at his numbers, and it looks like he had an outstanding day. Certainly felt that way on the sideline throughout. So, and then in the second half, you get behind by that much, and it becomes a throwing game like that, and really just plays into their hands. So, penalties were still an issue for us. False starts, we had a couple of those. We had some holdings. Really hurt us. So, with that, I'll go ahead and open it up.
Ben, what hurts more, losing at the end or the whole time?
The one that he got the.
Let's start with when you guys got the wrong way. And then at the end, the game's out of hand.
Yeah. At that point in the game, we figured that we really didn't have a chance to come back in that.
What went wrong in the operation of QBC?
I got to go back and I got to look at it from behind. It's hard for me to tell with just the still pictures, but just like I told our guys, I got a lot of confidence in them when it becomes a 3rd and 1 that we can get a first down in 2 plays.
It looked like on that 4th down that he got to play like 12 seconds left or something.
Well, it can't happen because with the thing cuts off at 15. So, which one are you? Okay. Yeah. He might have. I got to talk to him about it.
Ben, what were you told at the end of the first half when you waved your team off the field and they had to come back and there were 6 seconds left? What happened?
I had the official right next to me throughout that process. He told me it was halftime, so we went in for halftime.
And then what happened? What did they explain?
Land came over to me at the end of the 3rd quarter, and he told me, I believe, that they ruled it out of bounds. They reviewed it and said it was in bounds, and so it was a 10-second runoff. So we'll see what it looks like on the game tape. That certainly was not communicated to us.
And what about the defensive plan that you had coming into the day didn't quite pan out for you today?
Yeah, we knew that we need to set the edge there to try to contain their running game. I think they were able to bounce and get the edge a few times there. And so that hurt us in the running game. And then in the passing game, we simply didn't affect the quarterback. We tried to mix up the coverages, and they hurt us a little bit in some of our single high stuff with their speed. So the explosive plays are an issue. You feel those. I did think the defense did a great job despite the turnovers and the fourth down. They hit the field. They were being resilient. They were fighting their tails off. It just didn't go our way today.
Ben, do you believe that you enjoy the name Bareback Ben?
To kick in the teeth?
Yeah, just
we have a lot
or
of
wherever.
Guys, we're 2 games into the season, and so I think they're just as disappointed as the coaching staff is, and we're committed to getting this thing right. I have a lot of belief in them. We have leaders, we have captains. I mean, when you're around this league long enough, these games happen, and it doesn't feel any better when it happens. But the good teams I've been on, they find a way to respond, and I know our guys will do that.
And do you believe Dan Campbell ran it up on you on that 4th and 4 going forward?
What's he supposed to do? It's 4th and goal. What do you want him to do? Yeah, he could have kicked the field goal. They don't kick field goals. They go for it there. So he was doing what he was supposed to do. That's what he does.
How demoralizing is this loss considering you were coming back?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It's not demoralizing at all. It's not demoralizing at all. We got to play better. Simple as that.
And somebody squandered opportunities after the fumble, the defense stops on 3rd down, get the ball back. What's your message going to be about not wasting those opportunities and good field position?
Yeah, I mean, when we play good teams, you got to capitalize on every opportunity that comes your way, and we didn't do that. You're -1 in the turnover category, and you really can equate the failed 4th downs as turnovers as well. And so when you play a good team like that, you give up explosives, you give up all those yards. That's the way it goes.
Ben, you talked about being in this league for these type of games when they're blowouts. Having experienced this before, what do you think is the formula to bounce back from this going forward?
Yeah, the biggest thing is we're not going to hang our heads and get down on this. It's one game. We're going to be just fine. We'll take our corrections. Coaching staff, players, we're going to learn from it, and we'll be committed to having a great week of preparation coming up this week and finding our first win of the season. That's all we care about.
Ben, are you sorry for taking the last explosive in the eye?
You'd have to ask him that. Truthfully, I didn't feel it as much as it probably could have. I was trying to get him the call as fast as I could, but I thought for the most part, other than those false starts, those guys handled the noise fairly well.
Is this the environment you expected coming back here?
Yeah. Yep, sure is. Yep.
And you said you wanted to call more runs. How do you feel with that game plan and how that panned out today?
I don't have the exact number. Like I said, when you start getting down like that, it's hard to stay committed to the run game.
I think the number's 0-2, Ben.
Kicking situation, you brought in a guy to the practice squad. Kairo's had some struggles the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, Jake's a talented player, and we'll see kind of where he's at. But we have a lot of confidence in Cairo.
Is it an open competition at this point? Or
no, we have a lot of confidence in Cairo.
I'd like to just be here back where you've been for so long.
Really didn't even think about that a whole lot. I didn't interact with those guys until walking off the field there at the end. A couple guys said hey to me, and that was really it. So we came in focused on winning this ball game, and we came up way short.
Comfortable at all to get to shake Dan's hand after calling it?
It's always good to see Dan Campbell, but not when you're on the losing side like that.
Quarterback sneaks, what's the key to just making sure that gets executed properly?
Say it again.
The quarterback sneaks.
The sneaks?
Yeah, well, what's the key to getting that executed?
I got to look at it now. I tell you what, I'll give that defense a lot of credit. Kelvin Shepard, I think he's a phenomenal football coach, and he's just going to continue to ascend in this league. Last week, Green Bay struggled a little bit in short yardage as well. I think DJ Reader does a phenomenal job knocking guys back in that situation. I'll have to see how much of a factor he particularly was on those 2 plays. But we've got a ways to go there to get those quarterback sneaks to be effective plays for us. And if that's not the way we go, then we'll find another way to get the first down.
What did Dan say to you at midfield?
That's for me and him.
What did you think of play calling by John Morton, the balance of run and pass?
Yeah, seemed like they mixed it up really well. And, when you have the quarterback coming like that and you got the pass catchers and the runners, going like that, then it's hard to slow him down. So think the world of Johnny, and 52 points is a good day.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Thanks.
All right, there we go. BJ down for the count.
He started to say a word that very definitely wasn't teeth.
Yes.
Teeth doesn't start with an S. When you get kicked in the sack like that, you just and he stopped himself. It is going to be something. It is going to be something to watch with Ben, and as he grows into the head coaching role, his dealings with the Chicago media. Yeah. Because while there are feasibly some boobs in the Detroit local media room.
You son of
I'm just saying, like some people, myself included, seem to think so. So Chicago's media will turn on him, and those sessions will get uglier and uglier as the losses pile up. If he doesn't have some good news for him soon, and it's going to be something to watch seriously, because he's got an interesting personality, and he can run a little hot, and they're going to poke him as these losses pile up.
Yep. Hey, Flounder, here you go, man. Thank you so much for the super chat.
These nuts
is what he had there. We're going to do one more press conference, and then we'll go to the phones. We've got Jared at the podium right now, so let's pull up Jared, and we'll take you to Jared.
There's been a narrative about you that you can't survive without Ben or Sean McVay. You can't survive without Ben Johnson or Sean McVay. Today, man, I mean,
all it takes is one game, huh?
That's it.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I don't know.
You had a great game.
Nothing to say about that. It's we had a good day today, and we'd have to have a really long press conference if you wanted me to talk about that. But we had a great game, and I felt great out there today.
How important is St just to this offense to let you?
Yeah, he's a stud. He's as good as they get in our league. He's a stud. He does everything in the run game, everything in the pass game. As reliable of a player I've ever thrown to in my life. We've got a pretty good chemistry going on now for our 5th year, and it's been fun.
How important is that part of it, though, just the chemistry part after 5 years? Does it almost get to a point where you just know exactly where he's going to be, at what point, and how difficult is that on the defense?
Yeah, it's hard on defense. And I even think we had the one in cut on 3rd down that, we're both kind of like, man, we got to connect on that, pushing each other in that way, where Jalen Johnson makes a great play. And it's those are the ones where we're like, no, we need to take it even further. We push each other really hard, we do. And I thought it showed up really on that back shoulder ball to him. Just being able to trust that he knows what I'm thinking, and I know what he's thinking, and put it in a spot where only he can catch it, and then he makes the play, incredible catch. And it's a lot of work, though. It is. We put a lot of work into it, and a lot of talk and figuring those things out.
Jared, Dan talked about how the offensive line really is at the core of what this offense does and makes you guys go. Yeah. Can you kind of just, in layman terms, what is it that was more effective today that allowed you guys to do what you did?
Yeah, those guys really gelled. I think they did. And I think in particular, Tate and Mahogany as younger players kind of were able to get last week out of the way and kind of settle in a little bit today, and more Tate so than Mahogany had experienced last year. But I thought Tate played great today. I haven't seen the tape, but at least in pass pro, I felt firm there. It felt firm. He felt strong. He felt like he was pushing downhill. It felt like he really settled in, and the more reps those guys get, the more they'll settle in, hopefully, as time goes on. You just want to keep those 5 on the field at the same time, and they'll keep getting better.
Our bottom Ben.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, there was nothing disrespectful about it, though. I think we've got so much respect for him and know what type of coach he is. And we knew he'd have them ready to go and reared up and going. And sure, did he know some of our stuff? Maybe. But, how does he get that communicated to the defense? I don't know. So there was some talk about that. But, no, man, I've got so much respect for him. He's done so much for me personally and our offense in years past that that'll never change.
Jared, how would you rate? You guys spoiled these fans here for so long, just with how you guys have been able to score. So when you don't score like that, naturally, people going to overreact after the Green Bay game. But for you guys, speak about the urgency, man, just this week. I just wanted, how was the urgency for you guys to just get it back on track? Even for something to do now?
Yeah. Yeah, man, it was important. I think it was important for us to play efficiently. You know, the points are going to come, the wins are going to come, but just to stay on schedule. I think on that first drive, I think we scored in 5 plays or something. I don't believe we had a third down. Maybe it was third and short or something. That's what we want to kind of get going, that like big chunk play after big chunk play, big chunk run, and just stay on schedule. And then ultimately up front, they want to keep guys off me and limit the sacks and allow me to kind of spread the ball around. And that's playing efficiently. And I thought that showed up incredibly today. And it was good. And at the same time, I will say this, though. I thought the first half, we could have really opened it up there, and we didn't. And I thought that was a poor job by us. Our defense got us 3 turnovers, 2 in the fourth down stop, and we got 7 points out of that. It's not even close to good enough. And we were able to come out in the second half, play great, obviously. But that first half, there's still little things there, man, that we can clean up.
Tesla had another ridiculous guy today. How much trust do you get in him when he's going up and making a play every time he sees the ball like that?
Yeah, man, a lot. It really gains a lot of trust being able to put the ball kind of anywhere near him and see him come down with it. And that was part of why he was drafted here, is to be that type of player. And he's shown up, man. He really has, and gets better every week. And I'm sure his route tree is just going to continue to grow. I know we've hit the 2 go balls with him, but allowing him to run some different things as well and get the ball in his hands and see what he can do after the catch, all that stuff's coming for him. But yeah, he's certainly a deep threat, and those 50-50 balls are dangerous when he's out there.
Jared, you guys almost never lose 2 games in a row. You especially, I think it's like 11 times in a row. What happened? Is it anger? Is it focus? Is it what gets you guys riled up like that?
Yeah, I think it's just I can only speak from my experience here. Like the want to respond, the want to like right a wrong and like fix things and do it better in practice, and the urgency to improve. I think that Dan's always talking about. Certainly early on in the year, it's just how can we get better every week? And sure, we lost the first week, and so we got better this week. We did. We got better in practice. We worked on certain things. We got better, and some of it showed up today. So yeah, it's just trying to find ways to respond. And I thought our defense played great as well and gave us a ton of opportunities, and we played as a full unit today.
Couple more guys. Greatest.
Me? Bad again, really bad. I know, really bad. I wanted to get up there because I've seen it for years now. I wanted to get in the Lions leap zone. I'm like, all right, this is my chance, and bad. But I was waiting for someone to kind of help me out and like pull me up there, and I didn't get any help, and not good.
Just in layman's terms, all the explosive plays that you guys got today.
How many do we have?
I think there were 5 passes of like 29 plus. Gibbs had a couple runs. So just, why they were there this week and maybe they weren't in the past, probably, a lot of reasons, but just in your eyes, why and how important they are to, distinctly.
They're very important. Yeah, they're very important. And I think we aim for like 6 to 8 maybe we aim for every week to get those explosives. I mean, you have 8 explosives, you're having a pretty good day. Why they were there this week and not last week? We executed better. We did. We got guys open, guys caught the ball, I threw the ball better, we ran the ball better, we protected better, we did everything better. And I think that's kind of the gist of the whole thing. Like when we do it like we're supposed to, we've got such great players on the perimeter and guys I can distribute to. It should be explosive like it was today. But when we don't do things right, it can bite us. But it's a good lesson for us, and to stay on that kind of urgent improvement and do it again next week. Baltimore's a great team, and got to find a way to get better again next week to beat them, because I don't know if that would have been enough for them, certainly in the first half. And yeah, I know it's a long-winded answer, but finding ways to get better every week, and those help with those explosives.
Did you hear Ben Johnson chance?
Yeah, I didn't like that. I thought that was he did a lot for us here, and I don't know if he deserved that.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, there we go.
So did he just cop to the fact that this kind of effort won't beat the Ravens, but we hung 52 on the Bears with it? I don't know if a game like this beats Baltimore. Smack the taste out of Chicago's mouth, but let's be honest, they're the JV. Yikes.
My God.
Shots fired.
All right, let's
and let's get him a ladder the next time he wants to climb into the leap zone.
Yeah, let's just get him something there to give him a hand. Hey, caller, what's your
like
name?
His feet were
How you feeling
to the floor?
How you feeling after the big victory?
Oh man, Chris, I feel great, man. I feel so great, and it's like, what a difference, big difference between week 1 and week 2, right? It's like 2 totally different teams, man. I'm like, bro, and I'm like, it's like I just woke up from a dream. So I'm like, wait, this is the way it's supposed to be, right? Let's flex last week. This is supposed to be. It's like, man, I'm over the moon right now, man.
Yeah.
Jumping up and down.
Well,
Great victory, man.
This is that Lions team. That's why I keep talking about. Now, look, week one is, like I said, you never, what you see is not what's really out there. And I keep saying it, and by week 3 or 4, I'll be done saying it. But we don't know. Now we saw something really good today. This feels like the Lions team we knew. This feels like the Lions team we thought we'd have. Next week's going to be a tough test, and I as long as they don't pull a Bears next week, I'll feel good about this team. The Ravens are just such a perfect matchup for the Lions. It always gives me pause. So, but, and I'm not saying we will, but even if we were to come out, losing to the Ravens, the sky isn't falling. I'm not worried, screaming, nervous, or anything yet. It's there's a lot of season to go. And again, they are just such a perfectly built team to play against a team like the Lions.
I mean, it is. You just see it. Now, Johnny Mo's the hero now. Now, everybody was talking all that crap last week. Now we love him, But that's the reality of the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Week to week business.
Yeah. Every week, it's you're only as good as last week, right?
Yeah, it is. And I want to say one more thing. Like that cheap move by Darnell White or whatever his name is by the line that top block 8 Hutchinson. That's you, man. That was a cheap shot, man.
Yep, 100%.
It was
100%. That was. I didn't like that, and I mean, sure, it's 15 yards, but especially on a guy that was injured like that, those that kind of shitty stuff. I mean, I'm still mad about the Tyron Walker thing in Seattle. That cheap ass leg break they gave him. I hate cheap, bitchy line play, and that's exactly what that was. Hate that. All right, brother, we're gonna let you go, and we're gonna get back to the calls. All right.
All right, go Lions. Thanks,
all right, thank you, man. Appreciate you. All right. So, folks, if you're trying to call, you're gonna go, and we have somebody on. You're gonna go to write to message. That's just because we have someone that we've already picked up on. So just keep trying to call as we're doing calls, and we'll pick you up. And don't worry what the phone does on your end until we start talking to you. When you get through, that's how you know. So new phone system, we're working out some of the kinks and noodles in it. Mike, what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, to your point about Baltimore, it's week 2. They've scored 81 points. They're 1-1, and they've scored 81 points. They've gone over 40 both weeks. 40 last week, 41 this week. They score a lot of points, and Lamar Jackson's a nightmare.
Yeah,
it's like he's built in a video game. I mean, he's a cheat code. Yeah. And they don't lose that game if he wasn't playing another alien video game cheat code in Buffalo in week 1.
Yeah,
they're 2-0 if they're playing anybody other than the Bills.
All right, let's get to the phones. Hey, caller. Sorry. Caller, what's your name? How you feeling?
What up, Doe? From my 52 puffs that I took, I'm assuming you know who this is.
Mo, I got something for you. Here we go. You ready?
What's up?
Got a little reggae beats for you, brother. We figured we got to have some theme music for Mo. There's no other way to do this.
I like the fact that you was thinking about me through the week to even set this up. I appreciate you.
Oh, bro, you are a treat, a loving part of the DLP universe. I love your calls, man. It's great to have you.
Well, today I'm asking Lions Nation to raise them up, blaze them up, smoke it, light it. You know what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Mike? What's up, Mike?
Hey, man. I need to get on your level. That's what's up.
Hey, it's all room on the Mo train, baby. It's all room. Just bring your face mask. Just bring your smoking mask. You just can't handle it.
Go full Tunsil.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. 52
man,
puffs, brother.
Man, 52 puffs, baby. And to do it against Ben, too, that was the ultimate homecoming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Belt to ass is like the boyfriend that moved on, and now your sorry ass is on the other side of the fence thinking the grass is greener. I'm about to show you something.
Oh, man.
To put up 50 against Ben, man, that's crazy. But, it's the term looking like the old Lions, it's a whole new meaning, baby. We're looking like the old Lions now.
Yeah. This was beautiful, man. So at what point, Mo, did you really kind of just melt into the chair and say, we got this?
Oh, the score going to the halftime.
All right.
Like, oh yeah, this momentum. It's all through this building. Well, I wasn't up there, but I felt it through the TV.
Sure.
But it was all through the building.
Nice.
So coming out of halftime, I wasn't like, oh, we can slip away. It could be another Baltimore Bills game. Nothing. Nah, I ain't feel none of that.
So what did we pair? What liquid did we pair with our 52 puffs today, brother?
My Lions juice is margarita mix, blue caracal, and tequila.
There you go.
So I got my family over here bent. You know what I'm saying? We just enjoying this win like everybody else.
Oh, Mo.
Yeah, I need to put this on the market. Lion juice, baby. I'm going to the Super Bowl.
You tell me when you're going to a game, and we will pregame, and we will sell that Lions juice out.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Yeah. All proceeds go to my bank account.
Yeah, that's right. Which all goes straight to Calvin's weed biz. Let's be honest.
Yeah. All proceeds go to the dispensary of my choice.
Oh, Mo, you killed me, brother.
Yes, sir.
Well,
yeah.
We're gonna keep going, Mo. I love you, man. Thanks so much for calling up. It's not a win unless you call in.
Yes, sir. Yes, go Lions, baby. Looking forward to next week. You know what I'm saying? I think we can pull it off. I think the light is lit. And much love talking to y'all.
Yeah, you too, brother. We'll see you.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
All right, ciao. All right, we got the
two things there.
Yeah.
One, he brings up a great point that we both missed. This is the good old feeling now.
Yeah.
This is after last week, especially with all the change and all the narratives, and Dan correctly pointing out, like, you guys have already written the story. I already know what's going to happen the first time we lose, and then sure enough, week one bites them in the butt, and all the narratives come out, and then we see this and go, oh, there we are. This is our team. This is what we do. The other thing is, if he's mixing 52 puffs with anything that's tequila based, I would be in the hospital. I can't pregame with that, man. I'll never make it to kickoff. That is terrifying.
It's a win either way, my friend.
My God. He's still stringing sentences together. That's amazing. Oh, good Lord.
Mo's a superhero, man. That's why I had to give him his own music. He's got his own theme music now, man.
Like, who are you trying to impress, man? Slow down.
Oh, brother. All right. Let's see if we can...
Lion juice.
Let's pick up another call here. Hey, caller, what's your name? How you feeling?
Hey, it's your St. Pete neighbor, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I called last week a little way more intoxicated than I am right now, but I just wanted to say again, RELAX. Everything's fine.
It sure is, man. It sure is. Now, I guess the first question is, are you kind of like thinking of shopping for some Lions juice ahead of the next week's game?
Man, I'm more of a vodka drinker, but the way it's hard to follow up Mo on a call. I'm not gonna say that right now.
Vodka still goes with blue carousel, so I think you'll be all right, man.
It does, yeah. Even margarita mix too. I might do a vodka version. So
There
give
you
it a
go.
try.
Yeah, there you go. They can do it with vodka martinis. You can do vodka margaritas, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Man, it's nice to see the offensive line gelling.
Yeah.
Second game. I mean, not completely, but they played better.
Yeah.
And they're going to continue to play better.
That's exactly what I was thinking, man. They looked a lot better than the week before, but they're not Hank's level yet, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Do you guys remember what week we had our bye last week or last year?
Wasn't it like
week
7?
5,
7 or 8?
Yeah.
Was it really?
Guess who has their bye week this year? Week 5.
Who's that? Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go kind of not as bad as we did last year, but they're gonna feel the injury sting the more we play, and I feel like the Lions will catch up. And I still think they're best in the division.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good news. I hadn't looked up their bye week because that does make it for a long run at the end of the season. And I think it's going to be tough for them. I mean, they're a good team, but I still think it's going to be tough for them to be able to pick up that, to win the division and the bye week that they would really, really want after that long stretch, man.
Absolutely. But I'm loving this win. Hey, I messaged not too long ago. You got to check out Violet Stone Cheesesteak in St. Pete. I'm telling you. Get that Cooper Sharp American cheese on it, too.
Ooh, okay. Now we're talking.
Well, I appreciate you guys.
All right, brother. Be
Go
good.
Lions.
All right. You see you, bud. Thanks for calling. Whew. That's good.
I don't know. I don't know if I can get behind the margarita mix and vodka. That just... I don't know if I can get behind putting blue carousel in... Yeah, that's a lot of sugar, man. And it's not that. It's mixing it with the 4 ounces of weed that guy had today. I don't know. He's doing it.
The blue carousel with liquor is like a citron vodka. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Citrus vodka. Hey, caller. What's your name? How you feeling? You ready for some vodka and margarita juice?
It's John in North Carolina, and I'll drink whatever you put on the table, man.
John, you and me are going places, my friend.
I mean, I don't know. I'm here to complain. Like, are we going to fire John Morton now? Because what is this? Like 50-something points? That isn't even a franchise record. Like, he could have fucking scored 60. I'm pitchforking it up.
Yeah, I mean, he tied Ben's best. We're not here to tie. We're here to win.
Exactly. Thank you. Where's the fucking outrage?
It's right here. It is.
Well, they did miss a field goal.
Yeah, exactly.
They did miss the kick.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Shep would fucking look you in the eye. He would stare you down. He would say it's unacceptable, but hopefully it's going to be addressed.
But the other thing that's a little terrifying is knowing how those hips move on Shep. That sideline dance was a little bit.
I'm glad the cameraman caught that.
That's going places.
Just such a great get-right game. I love to say get-right game against the Bears.
Yeah.
And I didn't catch the game show because my Bears neighbor was over to watch the end with me, which was wonderful. So I didn't hear all you guys had to say, but the thing that I saw is that Joey B is out with like a toe injury or something. So seems like our schedule just got a little nicer.
Yeah, we'll see if what that toe and beholds. Sorry, that's pretty lame. I just had to call out how bad that was right away.
Ash with the right puns in the flag.
Oh, God.
Ash needs to have his privileges revoked.
That was the right call, he said after Brock caught that.
Yes, like he is shameful.
Oh God!
All right, well,
horrifying.
Look, the thing is going when we go 2-1 next week against the Ravens, and we get to play Cleveland and no Joey Burrow. All of the sky is falling doomers hopefully will hop back on the bandwagon and we can roll on to maybe making the season interesting against a fucking annoying Packers team that's too good. That's not fair, right?
Yeah, it's never fair when they're good. And then I think it's only time. It's the only time before we send them on their toppling, turning, tumble down the hill.
Thanksgiving gets a lot more exciting if we can be playing it for the lead in the division. So anyway, you guys keep rocking what you do. Love you guys.
All right. Love you too, brother. Be good. All right. Get the best callers, man.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm counting on the pack falling off just yet. I'm going to have to see some signs of that at some point because I was waiting to see maybe Washington would give them a headache because they got a scrambly quarterback and a guy that can make a lot of plays. And man, no, not even a little bit. They didn't have any problems with them at all. Now they are going to have to eventually leave Wisconsin. They can't play every game.
Yeah,
in the cheesy confines of Lambeau. We also had somebody during the call chime in. Y'all beat an injured Bears team. Settle down. You're not winning the division. It's week 2. What are you talking about? Like all off season, there were people telling me with a straight face that the Bears not only could make the playoffs, but should be a legitimate favorite to win the NFC North. I just looked at the Bears' schedule. They'll be lucky to win 5 games. They'll be lucky to win 5 games.
The most tied for with the Lions, the most difficult strength of schedule in the league.
Yeah, they've got a game against the Giants. They've got a game against the Raiders. They've got a game against the Saints. But there's not a lot of that on that schedule.
Yep.
Where they wouldn't expect to be on the wrong side of the game.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Hey, caller, what's your name? How you feeling after the big win today?
Hey, my name's Hunter, and I'm feeling great after this win today. I can tell you that.
Tell me how you're feeling great. Are you feeling like mowing the creek great, or are you feeling high spirits after a great victory?
Hey, Mo's not feeling anything.
No, I'm feeling just high off life right now after last week. I was so depressed all week. I had 2 Packers fans at my house for the game last week, and it was rough. It was rough, man.
It was tough all around last week. Man, watching so many teams that are like the Lions or Michigan or all these teams just losing. And it was like, somebody give me some hope somewhere. And it was nothing, man. So yeah, it was a tough week to get through.
Yeah. And just seeing, St. Brown getting 3 touchdowns today and Gibbs getting into action a little bit after last week. I mean, it was just huge to have some positive energy this week.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, fuck Ben Johnson, right? After all of that, like we just needed that. Like it just picked me up this week to see him just on the sidelines pouting the whole game. Like I really needed that.
So Mike, you were telling me before we went on how bad you felt for poor Ben. You want to elaborate on that?
Not in the least. And this is something that you mentioned, and don't think I'm going to let you skate on this because I'm not. You had mentioned 2 things. One, that a number of the players in the offseason had circled that Chicago game because there were some people up in their feelings for the way things went down his last year in the building, kind of the sentiment and the way he went out. The other thing is, and we don't want this to go unaddressed because you put this out there a little bit, like somebody, I don't know who it could have been because Dan Campbell's not a football coach, but somebody definitely got their hands on the offense this week. Things looked a little different and looked like there were some tweaks made. And, I know it wasn't Dan Campbell because according to everything I'm told, he's just a muscle-bound cheerleader and a meathead and a guy that likes Metallica songs and speeches.
Yeah. Yeah. No, football. It's that other guy, Danny Campbell. He's going to make a good offensive coordinator one day. You watch when he grows up.
Right. No, that's obviously they looked at some things, but no, this ain't it. Going side to side isn't what we do. Where's Jamo?
Yep. So. Oh God. All right, caller, back on track. What does that mean for this week? What do you who first off, who will you taunt? Let's start there.
Who am I going to taunt this week?
Yes.
Well, I'm starting to hit up some of the, my friends that were saying that the lines are just going to be terrible this year.
That's a good
and I'm just going to come back and see, look, dude, we just had, a new offensive line last week that just looked really, really bad. It looked a lot better this week. And, I just wanted to say, relax. I wanted to tell them, relax last week, right? Like, I mean, we won 15 games last year. Like, we're going to be a playoff team this year. We're not going to go back to, a 7-win team. Like, we just need to focus up, beat the Ravens, and then we're back on track. We have a tough schedule, but after today, like, we can do this. Like, there's no doubt that we can do this.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, can we just be the team that we know that we can be and get back to where we were last year,
Yeah. A win against the Ravens, that's a big one. That will fill Mo's pipe. Like, that will get this thing humming, man. That's you talk about how good people feel, because the Ravens have been a little bit of a monkey in the Lions' back the last couple times they've played.
Yeah.
So to be able to come out and take that one away would just be beautiful, especially on the road. Oh, God. Monday night. Oh, God. That's a tough one. I would recommend seeking out.
And the last time.
Go ahead, man.
No, the last time we played the Ravens, we're all going to think about that, right? Like, we need to have a game where we can, stick up with the big dogs in the AFC. Losing to the Bills a couple times, we need to have a game where we can show that we can play with those teams, and I think this is the week that we really need to show that.
Yeah, I agree. And it'll be good. Find yourself some Bear fans and just drag
these nuts
across their face.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, brother.
For putting on a good show every week, okay?
No, I appreciate you. Thanks for listening, man. All right, there we go.
I don't think you're going to have to drag Bears fans. Bears fans are going to be dragging themselves.
I know, it's already. I saw one meme.
No, it's already happening.
Yeah, I saw a meme with Stewie with a gun in his mouth and the Bears hat. That was great. Let's see. Oh, go ahead.
And pour one out for all the memers that wanted to point out that Jared Goff had never won a game without Sean McVay or Ben Johnson calling plays. They're going to have to think of a new quip.
Yeah. Kirk Morgan, do you think it's too late to trade Tesla for 2/3 to fix what the press called Brad's worst draft move ever? Great call, Kirk Morgan. Thank you. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey and Tina, Ben Forever, great show. Thanks for doing the work. No, thank you, Jeff and Tina. Don't forget. Oh, man, that's great. No hostages, Donkey Kong says. Let's see. I got a caller coming in here. Let's try to grab him. And, hey, caller, what's your name? How you feeling after that big win?
Hey, this is Ronnie from Kansas City. I'm feeling great. How you doing, Chris? Big Sexy.
Ooh, now we're talking. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Doing great. I got a bunch of points. I'll just call them out and let you run with them.
Yeah.
I got, first and foremost, hey, Ben, how's it feel to have that mobile quarterback you always wanted?
I love it.
Second, in his presser, he said -1 in turnovers. Did we turn the ball over? Did I miss something?
No, I don't think we did. No.
And Michael touched on it. They keep bringing this up. Jared Goff without Ben, without Sean McVay. Personnel matters.
Yeah.
Personnel matters. Players make plays. He's 1-1 since Ben left. Let's let the season play out.
Well, I got a stat. Ben's never won a game without Dan Campbell.
Exactly.
And you might not.
They're easy to pick.
And then just a couple more points.
Yeah, keep it up, man.
TA's looking good. Love that. I hate that Deion Branch to the head got that interception called back.
Yeah.
And then I've been seeing or been hearing in the pod the Ragnow situation. If you could touch on that.
He's retired.
You're right. Catching Muskie.
So I thought we knew, but it seems like you guys have more insight on that was a little bit more ugly than we all think.
It was one of those things. Do you remember when Barry retired? It was like right before training camp, if I remember right. Am I
like literally
that?
the day before?
Yeah, yeah. And it was like, oh, surprise, guys. Well, we just couldn't get an answer out of him on whether he was coming back, even before the draft. And it was like, I don't want to say ghosting, but I mean, it was basically getting ghosted. And they had to make decisions about the draft in the dark without any help from our man. And so they did, luckily. And then he pulled out what he did and did his thing. There's other stuff going on too that I'm not going to get into, 'cause like we've talked about before. We don't want to get into people's personal lives or anything like that. But he's got some other demons he's fighting with, and it's probably for him the best thing to do, both for his body and his mind at this point going on. So that's about as far as I'll go, my man.
I got you. Well, it looks like they set us up for failure in week one. I think we looked a lot better with the communication when we got the crowd on our side. So I'm not freaking out like everyone was after week one. I think I'm glad we didn't fire Johnny Moe after 1 week.
Yeah.
And I appreciate y'all taking my call. I called the 248 number about 148 times, but I'm glad I paid attention to the video.
No, I'm glad you did too. I haven't even called out the number. That's my bad. We changed it this year. We had to do some switching up, and so yeah, new number. Thanks for getting that number and getting in, man. Really good to talk to you.
Really good talking to you. Y'all have a good one.
All right, you too, man. Kansas City in the house. All right.
And real quick, during the call, there were a couple of chats came in. People wanting to know about the photo frame behind me. I change it every week.
Yes.
And I thought this one was pretty obvious, but somebody wasn't sure what that was. You don't recognize Ben? You remember Ben?
It looks like his
Angry Ben
mugshot.
from the press conference.
Ben's mugshot.
Yeah. He's going to look like that a lot this year. That's a face you're going to want to get used to at those press conferences.
Can we talk about Deion Branch's game today?
Yeah, real quick. He's fine, by the way. He has told people in the locker room that it was just a cramp. So make of that what you will.
Yeah.
And thanks for the tip from whoever that I couldn't. The comments come in so fast. I couldn't see who it was on the mezcal old fashioned. I'll have to look that up. I got that recipe drawn up right here.
Nice.
Not on a school night. I'm getting slack from the Slack. Where's your drink? I'm like, no, man, 5 a.m. comes early, not on a school night.
Oh man, no, this is good. I do have to give a shout out to the crowd too, and I think it was a tactical error on Ben's part to give the Lions the ball first. Normally I would do that, but especially at Ford Field, it's usually quieter right away as people are still filing into the game. They should have taken the ball because that's the quietest that stadium was going to be, and they could at least put something up, hopefully, to help kind of tame the crowd. Instead, they gave it to the Lions, and when they first got the ball, man, that crowd was lit. It was really nice to hear. The crowd was just so into it today. Great job, home field advantage, Ford Field, 12th man, all that stuff. Great job, all you folks. Really good to hear you out there. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, I think that's going to be it, man. We've done it. We did a hour 15. That's what we try to keep these to. If things get too crazy, I mean, we'll go on and we'll take some more calls and stuff. But we're at a good time, I feel like, Michael.
Yeah. No, this was a much needed cleansing of all of the bad juju from last week with the Pack and getting back on track. And now a real tough game against a really, really good team in Baltimore. I didn't get to watch a lot of that game. I bombed into it during commercials. If you tell me that that Baltimore only has 23 yards from Derrick Henry on 11 carries and he fumbled the ball once, and they still win 41-17, yikes. That's they're pretty potent. Yeah. Pretty potent. Like I said, 81 points in 2 games.
Yep.
So Lions are going to have their hands full, but now that you know that the real Lions exist, any given Sunday, you can go get them.
Yeah. I will say you'll see Michael again on Tuesday, and he'll take that look ahead. Get ready for it. It's exciting. It's always good to see Mike. And then we got Wednesday, Riz and I doing our show. The next day or two after that, we'll have Bish and Brown doing their show. We got a week full of content coming for y'all. Great stuff, great people, great coverage. We may even see Ash poke his nose in here and there. That's always fun to see, the curmudgeon of the land. And you know what? I've been trying to call Dr. Liao since fucking March. Last time we talked. We'll see if we can get him back going again, because I miss him. I miss him greatly. So we'll see if we can get that sense of humor running again. All right.
Don't forget to tell them to like the channel and do the things. Subscribe, like. You can get Aaron's even there with a super chat telling you to do the thing.
Yeah, boy.
You need a producer.
I do.
Get on do your job.
Because then I could my real personality could come out. That's the problem. That's why.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
we had I turned you inside out a couple of times this week. All right.
That's not going to be good for anybody. I've seen you make Risden cry.
All right. Don't forget about us on Patreon. Patreon.com/Detroit Lions Podcast. You get access to the Slack if you drop $5 a month into that. Just had the wonderful, let me find it again, Adam Wigfield joined today. Thank you for joining the Slack man. Got him in at the beginning of the game. Again, Patreon.com/Detroit Lions Podcast. $5 a month gets in the Slack. Anything, even if you just want to give $1, we appreciate anything you want to do to help support the show. Keeps us going and paying for all the stuff that we do. Also, follow us on the Twitter machine at the Michael Gray. And, of course, at DET Lions Podcast. DET Lions Podcast. Every note about the show will come through that one. You got Russ, you got Riz, you got Gray, you got Bish, you got Brown. I guess I said Russ and then I said Brown. You got Dr. Liao running around out there.
We bifurcated Russ. Poor guy.
He's a man of many minds. He wears many hats. All that stuff going on. So get us on the Twitter and hang out with us in the Slack. Also, give us a call on the Lions line at 313-314-2421. That new number, 313-314-2421. Be sure to go to Detroit Lions Podcast. Subscribe to the podcast so we can pop up in your box and make your eyes bug out. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to see you the next time on the Detroit Lions Podcast. Remember, no pants, no toasters, no hot tubs, and no fucking problems, because we are Detroit Lions and Reddit Connection. We'll see you all this week. Thanks for tuning in.